Hello, my friends. How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the RTG here on FC25 Ultimate Team, episode number 68. Today, once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Now, Black Friday may not be until next Friday, but the Elgato Black Friday deals are already starting to happen. So I will leave a link, a special link down below in the description where you can go ahead and choose your location and it will give you the best deals for your region. And they're up to 30% off on a lot of the great products in the product range. So thank you to Elgato for that. And let's get cracking on with the episode today. Now, if you enjoy it, just hit me with a little thumbs up. That'd be brilliant. And subscribe as well if you're new. So Thursday night came around and I was able to, like I mentioned to you in yesterday's episode, easily get myself the 2,500 XP I needed to complete the season. Excellent stuff. So not only do I get this Marlon, obviously I'm choosing him over Jack Grealish because he is an RTG legend, but I also get a 75 times 100 and an 87 times 2. So I guess what we should do is probably start the episode out with an absolute bang. I mean, getting this 89 Marlon is good enough, but we can do better. So from my 87 double, right? So this was during the end of the Track Stars promo. I got a Track Stars, and of course it's a double walkout. I got a right wing from England. And I was like, I couldn't think who it was, unless it was a hero, which it is. It's Joe Cole with Vinicius Jr. in the pack as well. I'm not going to lie, I was hyped getting that pack right there. So what we have is just two new wingers for the club. That's pretty special, I'm not going to lie. That's a very, very, very good pack. So yeah, not only do we get the 88 rated Track Stars hero Joe Cole, but we also get the 1 million coin Vinicius Jr. So that pack was worth like 1.2, 1.3 million coins. Unbelievable. And if you remember, like one of the big packs that we got towards the end of the first season is when we got our first Van Dijk on this account. So yeah, those end of season packs really are good for me. And this is the very end of the season pack, the 75 times 100. I get a walkout inform, and I was just hoping to see Patry, not gonna lie. When I saw it was a female, I was like, oh, please be Patry. But it's English right back from Chelsea women. It is going to be Lucy Bronze, I believe. And we also get Bernardo Silva. So I don't think there can be a promo player in here. It's not as good as the 87 double, but of course it does give me 100 players into the club, which is very much needed and appreciated because I can do player picks and all sorts with that, can't I? So yeah, I mean the pack itself isn't that amazing. Don't know really what I could have expected from a 75 times 100 in all honesty. So to get a nice walkout in form and another walkout in the pack as well is that I'm fine with that. Were there multiple walkouts? I don't really know. You'll have to just skip back 10 seconds. Or there was, because there's a Rolfo in the transfer, or in the duplicates, and she can go up onto the transfer list because that one is a tradable dupe, as are all of these little lads here. So yeah, nice. So there was my two end of season packs, and of course we now have some changes to make to the team. But in between that, I can do the Track Stars number 3 challenge for a rare players pack, now that I've actually got players in the club. And we are going to get a walkout. We're going to get Osimhen. I mean, you see that Nigerian flag, you see Turkish League. It can only be one man, and it is the Ocean Man, as they call it. The 87 rated Victor Osimhen. Good fodder at this point. I did use him at the start of last year's RTG, but not got a plan to use him on this one. Unless he gets a really, really cool special card and someone to link with and that sort of thing. But that's not always the easiest in the Turkish League, is it? So we did the 50k pack there. I think I'm going to, move into marquee matchups now. So I managed to get this completed. We have Eintracht Frankfurt versus Werder Bremen. We have, is it Osasuna versus Villarreal is up next, I think. Osasuna versus Villarreal. So I was just trying to use players from the club. A lot of the time we needed silver players and gold players, but where I could, I used bronze and that sort of thing. The third matchup for this weekend is, if I just click back, Napoli versus Roma. Two teams which, if that would have been on here last year, would have been unlicensed, right? Maybe. And then the final one is Man City Tottenham. Yeah, Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. Surprised they didn't go with the biggest tie of the weekend, which is, of course, Ipswich Town versus Man United. What a game that's going to be. That's my day tomorrow. Can't wait for it, not going to lie. So marquee matchups complete for a rare Electrum and some other little packs along the way. Let's see if we can get anything. You know, normally like 1 walkout, 2 walkouts is enough to make marquee matchups an absolute dubski. But fodder is low at the moment. Well, you're watching this on Saturday. It's not quite 6 o'clock here yet on Friday, so I don't know what's going on with the new promo. If there's a really good SBC that comes out with it that makes people want to, to complete and makes fodder rise, that sort of thing. So you never know. I'll kind of keep my whatever tradables I get on the transfer list for a few days just to see if it's worth selling them or not. 82 Klingenberg from USA and NWSL. And then what are we up to next? The Prime Electrum. Any walkouts about? No, not quite. Surely in the last 2 packs, though, we're definitely going to get walkouts. That, my friends, is a Luis Suarez from Inter Miami. Linking up with his old teammates, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, and a little unknown Argentine called Lionel Messi, I believe. Lionel Messi, something like that. Walkout. We end up getting a walkout in one of our marquee matchups. Now, that to me was pop instantly, just because of the hairdo rather than Schuler that we packed the other day. So you can definitely tell the difference between those in the tunnel. 87 rated pop from marquee matchups. In my eyes, that's a dub. I'll certainly take that all day long. We get Cody Gakpo in there as well, who probably can go into some sort of really good Evo at this point. And then a rare Electrum for the end of marquee matchups. We do get a walkout again. You love to see that. And it is going to be, that looks like Sommer from Inter, right? Believe so. Yeah, so that's an 87 or an 88. I think 88 this year. 87 this year. I mean, considering I'd already recorded this, I probably should have known. But 2 87 walkouts that are tradable for marquee matchups, in my eyes, that makes it so worth it. I can sell both of them for what? 10k or something, and make a healthy little bit of coinage, which is nice. We also get a duplicate Bruno Guimaraes as well. So now we've got 10 player picks. I've put these on 300% speed, or 3 times speed, so that we could get through it quickly. And I reveal all on all of them, I think. So this is the way that we got to open them nowadays. I really like it personally. I don't mind that it takes a little bit longer because you enjoy it a little bit more at the time. But obviously for video purposes, I will always speed it up triple, because I think as I'm talking about it, if you think about how fast it's going, I can say, oh, I get Aidu, Vanaken, and Avila. Okay, and then the next one we get, I actually skipped that one. There is a skip option in there once, instead of revealing all, so that is a quick way around it if you've got loads to do and you don't like the animation. But we get 2 86s in this batch. One is an Inform Marta, the other one is just a regular gold Luka Modric. 2 walkouts from 10 player picks. I'll take that, and we could do our 2 84 plus doubles. Now, for the last couple of days, these have been offering out nothing but 84s for me, but we get a walkout in the first one, and I'm like, all right. This game likes me today. It's given me a Vinny Jr. already. It's given me a Joe Cole. We get ourselves a Pajor here and a double walkout at that with Gabriel in there. So, yeah, the 84 plus doubles could sometimes be all right. Pajor and Gabriel there. Take it. We'll take it. We've already got Pajor, but it's great fodder for the SBC storage. And then the final one of these that I've got for today is going to be an Inform. A walkout Inform. And it is that one again, unfortunately. I saw it was female. I hoped it was Patry. It isn't. And double walkout again, by the way. So we get ourselves a bronze and also Kevin De Bruyne. All right. My voice went up a few octaves at that point. I was quite excited, not going to lie. So, yeah, I mean, really good packs from us today. It has been exceptional luck, I would say. I mean, it's been a couple of very dry weeks, apart from I don't know, maybe we have got some pack luck. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like I haven't really got anything major apart from Garnacho the day before, and then obviously like Joe Cole and Vinicius today. So they're all coming into the team. So I've changed the squad to this. Unfortunately, it means that Abedi Pele, Kane, Rijkaard is even out for a little bit. We're going to try Rudiger here today, just for a couple games of rivals, and then I'll get started on the old weekend league for you tomorrow. Which we're going to do on stream, actually. So every chance that I could be streaming by the time you're watching this. But yeah, I also, who was on the bench that is new? Marlon. Marlon is also on the bench. So I would love to use him from the start. And of course, what he does get is lots of Dutch links to the players that I've got in my squad. And also a little Bundesliga link between him and Harry Kane. So obviously, I really wanted to try out Joe Cole and Vinicius Jr. Because they are like the two that I got in that same pack. So wanted to give them a go. I'm actually playing Vinny up front and then Joe Cole on the right. And then who was on the left? Oh, Garnacho. Interested to try him out as well, seeing as he's like 400,000 coins. Yeah, the luck on the last couple of days, I have to say, has been very good. But as you can see here, I think I'm only showing you wins again. There probably were a couple of losses in here. But I just wanted to get, like, off the mark for rivals this week. Because obviously the intention is to play the weekend league. We qualified for that in yesterday's video. And you know, if I can get the first few wins here before I've even started playing Foot Champs, that makes my life just a little bit easier come the start of next week. And also, I've got some plans mid next week. So, like Tuesday, Wednesday is not going to be available for me to play Rivals. So I need to get my wins as and when I possibly can. So, Rashford ends up putting me 1-0 up after 2 minutes in the next game. Little power shot from the boy. Jack Taylor's back in the squad, of course. And then Vinny with a little bit of LB dribbling, followed by the speed boost there with Quick Step Plus. That's one thing that, like, my new players have got, right? So Marlon's got Quick Step Plus. Vinny's got it, and so has Joe Cole, actually. So what was Joe Cole's normal playstyle plus from his regular hero? Is it technical? I think it might be technical. So they've kind of, like, upgraded him to Quick Step, which gives him that speed boost, which makes him more of a much more usable card, in my opinion, if you know how to do the speed boost. I'm not very good at it yet, and obviously it did get nerfed in the very first patch that the game brought out. But I think my opponent kind of used it there with Pajor, and it worked a treat. So, yeah, you know, I've got to get better at it. I think rather than, like, pressing the buttons at the same time, I think you let off and then tap the sprint button, something like that. There's an intricacy to it, which I just need to learn. But then again, by the time I've learnt that, they'll have patched it into the ground again, won't they? So 2 wins here in Rivals, I think in a row as well, actually. So this, it would be to put me on a hot streak. No, I lost a game in between, and then this is another win. So, yeah, I think I failed to get on a hot streak to push towards Division 3. Obviously, this is the final week of the season. So if I can't get to Div 3, I'm going to get pushed back a couple divisions probably to, like, Div 6. Then my rewards are going to get worse week on week. Yeah, I'm still playing the same caliber of player. So I certainly haven't progressed in this season. I'm glad that we made it towards the end of the actual season pass, though. I thought for a while, you know, when I took, like, last weekend's weekend league off and stuff, and I hadn't been, like, dedicated, focused on the objectives, that maybe I wasn't going to make it because I hadn't thought about SP for a couple of weeks. But they really upped the numbers of XP that you actually got, right? So my weekly objectives for the last 2 weeks I have focused on. And I've also been into career mode a couple of times, into manager career. You get like 1500 XP just for like changing your formation, hiring a coach, and doing a training plan or something. So it takes like 5 minutes, if that, and you get a bunch of XP. So if you're a little bit further away from it and you're trying to complete the season, yeah, head on into career mode and have a little look at the drop down for manager career and player career, because there's some XP available that you could be getting, and in clubs too, I believe, but I haven't played clubs for a little bit, and I'm sure it's probably a little bit longer than just the career mode stuff. So there's 3 wins in Rivals. At least we're off the mark, on the board, whatever you want to say, for the week. And I got a couple of little, just a couple of little packs really to end the episode: a 75 times 5. And a 77 times 5 or a 75 times 7? 75 times 7, that was. No walkout in either of them. But what that does give me is another, like, 12 players that I can pop into some more player picks at some point. So I might even try and, before 6 p.m. Comes around, if the player picks are going to expire, I might try and build a few so that I can open it for the start of whatever the next promo is. FC Pro, I believe, something like that. Hey, here's hoping we get some good cards there. You guys will know, obviously, by the time you're watching this. Now, my friends, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed. It's been a big one for the pack luck, hasn't it? If you have enjoyed, hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers. And don't forget, all my socials are down below. And those Elgato Black Friday deals can be found in the link below as well. Thank you once again to all of you. Have a great day. Take it easy. Up a town, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.